All right, welcome to video 5 of our welcome series. So I'm going to share with you some testimonials from some people that we've worked with at Crochetpreneur and in the Crochetpreneur Business Academy, both designers and physical product sellers. If you don't love testimonials, go ahead and skip to the end. They have a little invitation for you for a free little class that you can register for. Or if you do love testimonials, stick around, listen to these videos and another testimonial that I'll share with you, and then grab that invitation to the masterclass, and hopefully I will see you over there either in a little bit or later today. All right, enjoy.
Name's Katie Brown. I have been a Crochetpreneur Business Academy member for almost 3 years. And I can honestly say it's not only changed my business, it's changed my life. I started out as a casual crocheter. I moved on to selling wood stuffing molded craft fairs, then designing my own things and submitting them to magazine. A lot of times when people would ask me, I would use air quotes when I said I had a business. In hindsight, that's incredibly depressing that I started out with such little confidence in myself that I couldn't even say that I had a real business. I started a blog to start self-publishing my designs. I started searching the internet for ways to improve my blog, ways to improve ad revenue, maybe get more traffic, anything that could take my business to the next level. Through all of my searching, I stumbled upon Elite Blog Academy by Ruth Stuka, who then introduced me accidentally to the person who has changed my life, Pam Rice. Pam was featured in an EBA newsletter that came out as a successful Elite Blog Academy student. She had successfully created a crochet business and taken it to the top. And now she was teaching other crocheters how to grow their own businesses. I was blown away and super excited to hear that there was somebody in my industry not only doing this, but who was out there and ready to help me do it too. The foundation work of CBA asked me to reevaluate what it meant to be a business owner, who my target audience was, and what my values were. It was a completely different way of looking at a business than I ever thought of. Through the steps in CBA, I watched my little business that used to barely pay for my yarn for my next craft fair grow into something that I had never thought it could be. I was making a full-time income, staying at home and working in my own space, doing something I loved, and I was still able to go sit in dry blind every day and wait for my kids to get out of school. Pam taught me that when you put in the work, you really can make money with crochet. You really can have the business you've always dreamed of. The day that we started demolition on the refinish for the studio, I was able to realize how far I had come. From having a basket or two that I would stuff in my trunk and take to a craft fair to now having a complete studio dedicated to this business that I'd grown, that I put the work into, that was my heart and soul. And it's an amazing feeling to watch it come to life. I wouldn't be in this chair if it weren't for what Pam has taught me. I wouldn't have a studio. I wouldn't have this home. I wouldn't have the life that I have today. And I definitely wouldn't have a business that I am completely in love with every day. And I love coming to work. And yeah, it's work. Work is hard, but it's the best thing I've ever done. And I couldn't have done it alone.
Hi, my name is Chanel. I'm the designer behind CD Fiberworks. I specialize in amigurumi patterns, and I started crocheting in 2016. I was learning with steel wire in a mixed media sculpture course that I had. I quickly got away from that because steel wire and it just destroys your hands. But anyway, it was very much a hobby to begin with. And then in 2019, I signed up for a market and I had so much fun. And I decided, I want to turn this into more than a hobby. Like, I want to try and make it a business. But 2020 happened and the markets were canceled. So I turned to designing. And after I did that, I did like tons and tons of research, but I was struggling. I could not figure out where to go, what to do. Everything was very haphazard. I opened my Etsy shop, but my first pattern hadn't even been tested. It was just kind of a mess. And then I saw an ad for the Crochet Business Summit on Instagram, and I really didn't think it was real at first, but I did my research and I was so blown away by not only like Pam's credentials, but like all of the speakers that she was having attend. So I signed up for that, and within a week of doing the summit, I had a published blog post. I'd signed up for CBA, so then I was doing I got my newsletter started, and I got legitimized as an LLC not long after I signed up for CBA, and I just felt like I had confidence and direction, and I was so just inspired by everyone and everything during the conference, and especially in the community in CBA. And I want to share my Etsy stats real quick because my goal for 2021 was really only to make about $800. I thought that was a reasonable goal since my sales were about that zero the year before. Yeah, let me show you real fast. These are my Etsy stats for um this is 2020, this dotted line down here, and this is 2021. I joined the CBA in June, and you can see it starts steadily going up until I made $800 just in padding sales in the month of October. And I took a break in November and December, so my sales declined naturally, but they were still much higher than they were in the previous year. When that was just on Etsy, I did make about $250 on Ravelry. I wasn't doing as much marketing there, but I am working to change that this year. That's one of my goals. But also I got about 1,300 email subscribers, and I've gotten that in about last 6 months. I'm just so incredibly grateful for the opportunity that Pam's presented and the wonderful community that I get to be a part of.
And Crochetpreneur Business Academy, Crochetpreneur itself, without the academy, is not just for designers. We help product sellers as well, and Megan is one of those. And this is what she had to say. For years, I'd struggled to take care of myself while building my business and often lacked confidence in my decisions. After working with Pam, I've gained clarity, confidence, and focus, continuing to grow my own original designs and building product lines that reflect who I am. My business now feels more authentic and connected to my audience, and my customers love it. Pam's way of teaching makes things click, even for my neurodivergent brain, and this made all the difference in helping my business grow. So whether you're a product seller, a designer, a service provider, whether you're a brand new business owner or a veteran of the crochet industry, we have tools to help you where you are now and move to where you want to go. If you love testimonials, we have an entire testimonial page over at crochetpreneur.com/testimonials. You can check that out and read through those. I'm a testimonials lover. I love to hear people's stories. I love to use them to inspire myself and to realize that if other people can do it, I can do it too. So sometimes when I get discouraged or I feel like, oh, this is so hard, I'll go watch a testimonial just to feel a little bit better and know that it can be done, and that helps me move forward. If you're ready to move forward and you want to learn maybe some new strategies that you can implement in your business, I did recently record this Modern Maker's Path to Profitability, a framework for growing your crochet business in an ever-changing world, where I talk about how the crochet business industry has changed. So what used to work doesn't work as much anymore, what those changes are, and how we can respond as crochet business owners to continue growing and being profitable as the industry changes, and we can change along with it. You can grab a link to that class in your email or in the description below, and I hope to see you over there. And enjoy your time on the Crochetpreneur newsletter. Open your newsletters. If you don't open them, you can't learn the strategies and you can't move forward. So open your newsletters. Join us every Monday morning for Crochet Business Chat podcast. And I hope that we can work more closely together as you move forward in your crochet business. Thanks for being here and thanks for watching.